killed. Adjusting
Lancer
thrust
Captain Kells has
recommended.
informed me that the Institute's on high alert, and you're to blame. Explain yourself, Knight.
How did you know?
We've been monitoring communications, and picked up an encrypted signal being broadcast. What the hell were you thinking?
There isn't much to explain. What's done is done.
That's your explanation?
Sure.
Your instructions were you were to infiltrate the Institute. Find Dr. Lee.
Uh-huh. I stand by my actions, sir.
Do you? Well, that doesn't absolve you from your mistake. Fortunately, this incident... We have a contingency plan that's already being put into it now. I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor... I want you to bring it at night.
Okay. Oops.
Tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
Ready, sir?
Let's do this.
Roger that. Here's the location. I'll follow your lead, sir.
Take care of yourself, dear. Blast the next local
I can finally think straight.
I'd say
A pleasure to see you again, sir.
Uncle Rain lets us in. I trusted you once. Never again. Don't test my patience.
Hey,
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
oh yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
It doesn't matter why. I just need it for something.
Sure thing. I was just curious. Here you go. I've already made myself a copy.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
You didn't expect me to survive the trip?
A device like the Signal Interceptor is way out of my league. I was hoping you'd make it, but I find... Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Uh-huh. Hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got... So, I bet you're eager...
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource for now. The fewer people... Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
She has no legs. Or her legs.
This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Fortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing it back together. Didn't you think that was easy? Try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get... Before you run off, maybe you should listen to your orders. This robot isn't going to build itself.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational.
Uh-huh. No problem.
Huh.
Sure.
Because this is... Now, the good news is that...
Whatever,
The bad news is
bitch.
that the first problem is his CPU. It's fragile. Every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to...
I do all the maintenance on it. As much as I... What we need is a robotics expert. And there's someone in Diamond City. Her name's Professor Scari.
Oh my god.
Why don't you head over there and see if you can... Oh, and take this with you. Once she sees one of those cerebro fusion adapters. In the meantime, I'll prep...
I'm gonna sell it. Imagine.
asylum northeast. You may also stay
Who the
away.
hell is this guy?
I guess no one told the group of raiders about that. Word is they attacked them recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good
It's
measure.
empty, abandoned.
Why take the chance?
Now you could assume they got them on it and hoped to. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder.
Easy enough.
We may never know for sure. You know what? That's okay with me. And having found its way
Amazing
back
data
home to
retrieval.
our record player, here's Bob Crosby with me back home.
Just saying.
You read that article?
Oh, it's you. If you brought any...
I don't care about that. I'm looking for Professor.
Well, then that makes her normal field expeditions never last more than... I'm afraid...
Gone for a week. Got bad news for you, love. Either she's eloped or she's dead.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
But that would wonder... The last place Professor Scar said... I'll mark it on your mapping. Look,
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, but this is a private research site. If you're here to study these robots, I'll have to insist you read.
Actually, I
Smells
was
like
looking for
cigarettes
you.
and still beer
Well,
in
that
here.
good. My name's Professor Skull.
Sure.
And in answer to what I expect to be your next question, Professor is my first name, not my title. The whole thing's rather complicated. Perhaps I'll explain.
I once knew a guy who called himself Doctor. But he didn't tell me that was his actual name until after the physical examination.
So,
Uh-huh. I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel.
that seems rather vague. While I'm flattered that the Brotherhood of Steel would find me useful, I can't help but be wary. Perhaps if you were more specific.
We need your expertise to get Liberty Prime back online.
Liberty Prime? Where have I heard that before? Oh, yes. I believe it's some kind of an intriguing as it sounds. I'm afraid my work at General Atomics is... Perhaps you could come back.
We'll just find someone else, I suppose.
Now hold on a moment. If you think you're going to find someone else in the Commonwealth with my level of expertise, you're sorely... I'll wrap up my collecting trip and meet you at your headquarters. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have...
No matter how many battles we win, there's always... Proctor,
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Professor? You call this a good start? This poor thing's memory core was completely corrupt. If you...
Charming, isn't she?
maybe I should teach her some manners.
That's not necessary. Besides, Scar's... I've never seen someone so proficient. In fact, we're ready for you to start building his electromagnetic actuator.
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you.
Uh-huh.
You're ready to leap into action, and the actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for this. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnet. What we need you to do is build the actuators.
All right, April. Enough with the school lesson. Here's a list of materials you'll need.
Now, before you get that look on your face, the only thing we need you to head out for, according to Proctor Quinn, we've already sent out a...
Once you start, good luck.
Ray Smith, when you thought you'd heard everything, folks. There are tales being told about a very strange looking machine being built out there in the Commonwealth.
Attention.
Your friend Travis here has been learning...
Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Night Captain Cade immediately to schedule an
I found
examination.
some technical documents for you.
These aren't...
That is all.
I don't...
is supposed to somehow
Quinlan?
contact
Night. You have technical documents.
Now, I don't think I believe that, but if it's true, and whoever's building it can hear me, put down the wrench, friend. It'll live that. Anyone else out there knows what that thing does? I'll see your old friend Travis London Miles. Keep you up to date, as always. Now here's the word round. A song about an upstanding gentleman.
You made your decision. Now live with it.
Hey,
Some things are under. Get ready.
Actually had to pay to see the doctor. Watch out for the leave that junk behind. It's wasting space.
Got it.
Fort strong. Whether they plan to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that viewing some mutants running around isn't a bad thing. Here's a classic from Danny Kaye.
That's it.
Initiating search for hostile target.
I'm gonna be jumping in the goddamn shadows next.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Thank goodness. I finished restoring Prime's basic programming, but trying to explain to him why he can't walk is testing my patience.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no... Which brings me to your neck. It won't be long. Without them, his offense...
Shouldn't be a problem.
I wish I could. Prime's... The Commonwealth was a major... But since we arrived...
Liberty Prime will be effective when we...
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, Proctor Quinlan is located... We're fairly certain this included... The catch is that the installation is located somewhere.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good. Scribe Hay... I suggest you head out there first. Hopefully, by the time you... Good luck, Knight.
Hi.
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Hey, Julius, you're taking rides. Let's move out.
In my experience,
Scribe?
shots
It's
and
good to
big
see you
mouths
again,
end up
Knight.
with closed
You've
casket
come a long way
funerals.
since you stumbled into Cambridge Police.
Thanks, Halen. I assume...
We're doing the best that we've had the occasional synth attack, thanks to the reinforcement.
That's not surprising.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I've had the men set up. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a... When you find the bombs, plant. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Look, if you don't, the ring. Good luck, Knight.
Text Beneke, folks. Minutemen are making way into the capital. And that's good news for all of us. Latest word is that they've retaken the castle. Back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever the Commonwealth. That's good to hear, don't you think? God, I don't want to...
state your purpose, stranger. You want...
I'm looking for some bombs.
You trivialize that which the children of Atom...
Trust me, I'm on your side.
Atom has no need of help. When he returns to it, that is why they must...
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Perhaps then I have... If you would see these... Take this. Follow the brilliance of it. May Atom's...
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. This is the big one. They want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you the type of news you just don't hear about every day. Word is that a group of soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were sighted in the Commonwealth recently. Things got hairy for them at the old Cambridge police station. How hairy? I can't be sure. But I've heard about the kind of firepower those guys pack. Couldn't have been good. They're fine now, thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened upon the scene and lent a much-needed hand. Good job surviving out there. Best of luck to all involved in the future. Next up is Billie Holiday. Don't call her crazy.
Dr. Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 rooms remain safe when loaded into his bomb pack.
Right.
Shouldn't take us. Well, Professor, I appreciate the we haven't fully thrown the switch.
I have full confidence.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the...
Actually, I think I'm gonna let... After all,
I'm in total agreement.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Right. Let's run a basic diagnostic.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Green lights across the board here. It's looking good from where I'm sitting. Professor, you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here. I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off.
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even...
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I came up with this
This wasn't necessary.
Come on. Besides, anyway, that's enough. Elder Maxson said he needed... And thank you.
Sure.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
I find your ignorance awfully. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the incident. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground. After careful analysis of the information, Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone over. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
How dare you speak to me in that tone of voice? I'm growing tired of your lies. Tell me everything you know before it's too late.
After everything I've achieved, why would I jeopardize my position here?
You make a fair point. Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a Sith. He represents everything we hate. Which leaves me faith. I'm ordering you to hunt down...
With pleasure. I'll make him pay.
I appreciate. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy... But if we're to remain strong, we can't find Proctor Quinlan. And Knight, you're dismissed.
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth. I was merely sorry. I've been pouring, as you're well aware. I think you may want to get comfortable.
Uh-huh.
What the hell is this crap about Dance being...
I assume your outburst.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders?
Sure.
I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna... There's obviously been a mistake.
Now, unless you're here with information...
Of course. I believe I have some information.
Very well, then. Would you care?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I've stored the data on my bird...
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding them.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't the map...
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
And that, folks, was the...
That's a risky question.
I know it is, but I've known Paladin Dance. He trained me, showed me the... He's earned my admiration. I don't care what Quinlan's...
Why are you telling me?
Because some dance. That's why I'm at it. If you're not
You actually gonna listen to this nonsense?
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that... It was listening post. It's isolated. Just be careful.
While the tales about what happened to him scares him, I, for one, am glad he's back. One of these. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Based on this next song, I think it's safe to say that Betty Hudson had some complicated feelings about men. Here she is.
Your ass kicked by a crow.
Identify yourself.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I don't understand what's going on, Dance.
Believe me, this is more of a shock to me than it is to you. I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel, everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew that I was. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. should have stayed on the privilege and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
I see you've calculated all the variables, just like a machine.
Your anger simply proves my point. I'm ready to accept the Maxon's order.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxon's orders, you're under... I can't allow that to...
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, brother. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Victorium, brother.
He went out like a fucking king. R.I.P. Dance, man. Whoever tuned in, you just missed it, because now the stream's about to end. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Just getting juicy in this world.
Report, Knight. Have you handled the situation?
Do you want his holotags as proof?
That won't be necessary. Perhaps you should keep them as a reminder. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in that traitor. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours. Including congratulations.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a... I trust you won't... In any event, we still have the... While the finishing touch... Report to him immediately. Ad Victorium.
Right.
Alright. Alright, well that was cool. Let's see if Preston has anything to say. And that's it.
Spill it.
Hi.
I trusted you once. Never again. Don't test my patience.
That's it?
I'm done trying to get through to you. This'll go better.
What a dickhead.
Better if we don't talk to each other.
Alright, cool. Thanks for watching.